Hi, if you're looking for information about ChargeDeFi, you are fortunate. You are on the right video. We have collected a lot of interesting information about this project, how it works, and how millions of dollars are made with it. ChargeDeFi was created from scratch by a team of experienced developers who previously participated in other DeFi projects. So this is in no way a fork of any other DeFi project. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and watch our other videos. Stay tuned, we're getting started.
The Charge project is designed to lay a sustainable ecosystem on the Binance Smart Chain. The project involves backend mechanics to protect the value of the static token and keep it back to 1 BUSD. The team views the backend mechanics as a temporary solution that could be reduced over time and eventually discontinued, providing strong guidelines for the project at launch and protecting the ecosystem while the team expands the use cases and ecosystem. The team aims to become a significant player in the Binance ecosystem and other networks through honesty and transparency. They start with a solid foundation and expand the scope of use cases and side projects. High levels of security and constant auditing of the project code and tokenomics are critical to the project's success. Another critical factor for a healthy project is a constant revenue stream for investors and project team members. To increase transparency, payments will be made to the Gnostics public repository, which investors can track.
ChargeDeFi is a combination of algorithmic stablecoin with rebase mechanics. While static is worth more than $1, the ecosystem is expanding by mining more static. Investors who invest Charge or static BUSD LP tokens receive a portion of that expansion. If static falls below $0.8 or if static is below the $1 mark for more than 6 epochs, static is revised. The number of tokens in circulation is reduced until static reaches $1 again.
The primary ecosystem consists of the following 3 tokens. Charge is the primary share, storage, and management token of the ChargeDeFi ecosystem. It will allow investors to receive a portion of the static expansion each epoch. This token is exempt for relocation mechanics. Static is a stable token that will be a significant value asset. The price of this token is pegged to $1. However, the cost can fluctuate. If it's below $1, there are mechanisms to bring the price back up to $1. The ideal range for static is approximately $1.2 to $1.7. This would result in an excellent stable reward system for everyone. A much higher price would give more rewards, but it could also attract gold seekers looking for quick cash without thinking about the project in the long run. Pulse is a bond-type token with specific dynamics and betting options. This token can only be bought if a static dollar swap is below $1. This token is one of the mechanisms to bring the value of static back to $1.
ChargeDeFi currently offers the following investment options. Please note that there are no entry and exit fees or fines for any possibilities. The idea behind the boardroom is that you own part of the project and get paid for placing LPs and static BUSD. Both betting pools give static results depending on the expansion.
While a static swap in dollars above the peg, a charge in the boardroom bet will reward you with a static every epoch, that means 8 hours. By placing a static BUSD LP in the boardroom, you will be rewarded with a static and charge for each epoch. The charge pool receives 85% of the static expansion reserved for the boardroom. The static BUSD pool gets 15% with the added benefit of receiving charge tokens. As long as the static swap is below $1, placing charge in the boardroom gives no rewards. Placing LP static BUSD in the boardroom will only reward you with a charge each epoch. You can also place your tokens on the ChargeDeFi token farm. There are no entry fees and no exit fees. There's also no lock-in period for your bets. Farm run for a fixed period and the type of farms available will change over time. Annual interest rates on farms are usually lower than on the board because there is no lock-in period. Pulse is one of the measures to help bring static bags to the bindings. Pulse can be placed in a pool with a give BUSD, then TWAP static is below the peg. Then the TWAP for static $1.01. The pool automatically redeems 75% of your Pulse bet on static. Pulse can also be converted to static manually if TWAP static exceeds $1 at the beginning of an epoch. A limited amount of static is available for conversion each period.
LP tokens are a way to provide liquidity. You pair two tokens where the value of both sides is the same. As individual token prices rise or fall due to selling or buying pressure, the LP balances the importance of both sides. No matter what happens, one side will always move toward the same value as the other. At ChargeDeFi, we currently have the following two liquidity pools: Static BUSD-LP and Charge BUSD-LP.
You can buy static by trading it on PancakeSwap or other exchanges like 1inch. If you use deals other than PancakeSwap, you may manually add token addresses. Be sure to select BSC mainnet before adding token addresses. You can also convert your static BUSD LP to static and BUSD. You can use the LP zapper button in the lower right corner and select Split It. If you have Pulse and your TWAP static exceed $1, you can also convert your Pulse to static by using the Pulse Zapper button on the Pulse page. The last way to get static is to put a charge of a static BUSD LP in our meeting room, farms, or vaults. You can also convert static to charge using the Smart Static Swap button in the lower right corner of the website. The last way to get charge is to put a static BUSD LP, charge BUSD LP in the meeting room, farms, or vaults. The only way to get Pulse is when TWAP static is below $1. You can convert your existing static to Pulse using the Purchase Pulse button on the Pulse page. Only a limited amount of Pulse is available for conversion in each era. One of the prices static exceeds $1 at the beginning of an epoch, you can convert the Pulse back to static. The easiest way to get a static BUSD LP is to use the LP Zapper button in the bottom right corner of the website. You can use BNB, BUSD, static, or charge to turn into static BUSD LP. You can also use Blend to get a static BUSD LP, but you need static and BUSD to change it to LP. Remember to set the desired slip tolerance.
Thank you a lot for watching this video. Check out the channel for more videos.